What's good, people?
What Popeyes?
Oh, this one is working.
Huh?
This one is working.
Brand new with just hopped in.
Big numbers.
Big number.
I know. I seen it. Yes, I did. I heard it. It said big numbers. I heard it. You. Okay.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Hey, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the big skin, when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, round it up, count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me, cause I like she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jonathan Coachman, and this is...
Okay, Coach. Well, the road ends here. It has been a wild, often unpredictable 2019 season, and now it's time for the greatest spectacle in all of sports. Super Bowl 54 from Miami. You know, this town has played host to 10 Super Bowls in the past, and tonight we write chapter number 11. And what a matchup we've got. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Indianapolis Colts taking on yet another AFC team, the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target, and it's second down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw, Brissett. This one complete to Devin Funchess. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
56. Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run with Hines. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync.
And he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Buying time to his left. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. And going deep for Hill. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. So a long play for our first points in the Super Bowl.
No doubt about it, and what we see here is something that we saw all year long from them. The ability to strike from anywhere on the field. How about the way they got it started in this one?
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. On third down, Brissett. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now. I
guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Being chased out left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Mack. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now Brissett to the right side to Eric Ebron. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That's taken on the 25. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Mahomes now on 1st down. They complete it to Hill. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. 26 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
For the defense to deal with, they've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Butker on for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game. And typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 7 yards. Pick up on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Play action now. Brissett. He's taken down. A Chiefs sack. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield, get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the first. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play fake. Brissett dumps this one off to Mack. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2 minutes even on the clock in the first half of Super Bowl 54. A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Brissett, 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Got it complete to Rodgers. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. The Colts with a first red zone opportunity in the ball game. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Brissett. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. Nothing at all on that one. Will be second down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. It's 3rd and long for Brissett. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So no surprise if Vinatieri able to convert there. He is, of course, the owner of the NFL record for most postseason field goals.
Hard to believe he was undrafted coming out of college. And now here he is into his 40s, and he's still one of the best kickers around.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. So it's So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. The never tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54.
Sup IJJ.
The Chiefs offense. It's about set to begin this drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're for some when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Mahomes to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there.
This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs are able to always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
A drive there of just 4 plays, and it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Brissett from the gun on 3rd. This to Hines on the drop-off. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not only going to tip it, I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Forced out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that is incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a 1st down. Threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. One of these quarterbacks going to learn. You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Wow, talk about a big... It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to 25. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 1st and 10, Brissett. And his throw here's incomplete.
And that's when he's got to. Open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
A second down throw for Brissett. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And it'll bring up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Mahomes now on 1st down, being chased out. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They'll buy some time right. It's Hill, complete. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Davian Williams, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
53, Mike 53. Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Brissett to throw on 1st. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Brissett. And that will be incomplete. As this one moves towards its conclusion, another incomplete pass there. Thoughts on the secondary? I mean, they seem to be pretty effective in this one.
Yeah, I thought that they've been absolutely outstanding. I mean, their job is to prevent touchdowns, and not a single touchdown is going on the board against them. Of course, they want to make it a total shutout, but hey, if you don't give up touchdowns, you've got a heck of a chance to win.
62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he is really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. You never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200. Yards. Wow. That's a really big game.
Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 82 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game, and privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching, and he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And he's able to get this one down to the 4.